Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the greatest motorsports betting program in the universe, Dalescenter. I'm your host, Dale Tanhart, and we are getting ready for an action-packed weekend at Martinsville Speedway for all three NASCAR series. And I think, is ARCA racing too? Did I see that? I saw people talking about ARCA bets. I was like, oh shit, okay. Another opportunity to bet on Frankie Muniz to ensure that life, just a constant reminder that life is a fucking simulation. We got Marky Mark Ty. Why is the camera blurry to you guys? Am I seeing this? Is the webcam kind of blurry to you guys? Am I the only one that sees that? Or is that just me? Something looks a little blurry on my end. But regardless, you guys let me know about that, and we'll explore. But welcome to Dalescenter. Like I said, an action-packed weekend. I was supposed to have RotoDoc on the show to talk IndyCar, but at the moment, he is MIA. I know he was flying out to Long Beach last night for the IndyCar race, so may not get RotoDoc in here. We'll see. I wanted to get him in early, but I haven't heard back from him after he said he was going to come on. So hopefully he'll get back in touch with me. Maybe we'll get him on. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah, that's better. Way better. At least on my end it is. And we got a lot of people in here. This is a new thing for me to do a Dalescenter at 10 in the morning Central Time. I did an iRacing stream this morning that was awesome. Anybody that got to be there for that. I had over 12,000 views. TikTok is something else, dude. Something else. And about, towards the end of each race, when it was pressure time, 200 to 300 people would pile in there, and about 300 people watch us win at Daytona. So that was really cool. Everybody got to be a part of that. But now, as I said, repping the Marky Mark Martin tie, Mark Martin jacket. No, Valvoline is not a Roush sponsor anymore. They are, I guess, with Willie B now over at Hendrick Motorsports, but we can still rep it if we want to, and that's what we've chosen to do. So, I hate to go without RotoDoc here because I'm not sure where he's at, but we're going to go and get right into it, starting with the return of the NTT IndyCar Series from the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. I'll go ahead and look. I've kind of gotten to the point where I've acknowledged, while I am a big IndyCar fan, I'm just not great at betting at it or betting on it. I just have not been able to secure big profits when I trust my own advice, which is why I've kind of opened the floor up for some IndyCar expert guests on here. RotoDoc absolutely killed it. Last time he was on the show talking St. Pete bets. So wanted to get him back on. Maybe he'll pop up here shortly. But looking over these odds, always courtesy of our friends at Barstool Sportsbook. Joseph Newgarden's a favorite at 5-1. Colton Herta 6-1. Scotty Mack, good friend of the Garage Guys and a big fan of the Book of Roads, 7-1. Right there with Pato Award. Alex Palou 8-1. Will Power 9-1. Dixon 10-1, Rossi 10-1, Marcus Ericsson, who won the season opener, at 12-1, and Roman Grosjean. Guys, something's up here. This guy has had the fastest car at like 2 of the last 3 road course races and was so good here, or not here, but so good at St. Petersburg earlier this year. How is he 13-1? How have we not bet that down? That's caught my eye. I'm sure RotoDoc's going to be on Kyle Kirkwood. Probably got some other good long shot plays as well. But the one thing that sticks out to me here is Roman Grosjean. 13-1. What can we get for a top 3? I'm about to look. Is any book offering top 3? Barstool is plus 325 for a top 3. If you know any other book that's giving something better than that, probably worth a play. Because if he qualifies up front, if he qualifies on the pole or on the podium, Romain Grosjean is going to be tough to beat. This dude has been knocking on the door, was having a great run at Texas before crashing on the final lap with 2 to go while running in the top 5. Watch out. Romain Grosjean is poised to get a win, I think. Holy shit, we got 72 people in here? Guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little overwhelmed. That's so many people for a Friday morning at 10 a.m.? Fuck yeah, dude. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm going to head, like I said, RotoDoc, not here. So I'm, instead of reading out all these odds, I'm going to say hey to everybody. Spurs Ted Lasso, Eric, Alex, you're human, I'm Schumann. I always love that username. You're not late. You're just in time, my dude. Drake Capel says Grosjean will wreck. Still worth it at 13 to 1. John Johnson says RotoDoc is on Kirkwood at 20 to 1. Death, taxes, and RotoDoc on Kyle Kirkwood. Whew. Herb, good to see you. S. Brady. We were talking about the webcam that we did fix. Lost Profit, good to see you. Savage Joe. Shout out to Savage Joe, who was in the TikTok stream earlier this morning watching us secure the dub at Daytona in the Generation 4 race car. Exit, good to see you. Good to see you. Love Martinsville. New short track package has been pretty good. Yeah, better than last year, definitely. So hopefully we get some good racing. Martinsville's always good. Go Fast Troy already laying down picks. Corey Heim, Nick Sanchez. Might see some Nick Sanchez later in the show at some point. Taco Todd, good to see you. Chris Helms, Jasper. All the OGs back in here. Michael, Enos, good to see you. Welcome on this Friday. Did I say Alex Hawkins? Dalescenter while working on my Haas VF6. Damn, dude. You got me projected up at the shop. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's go. Let's go. What is this heart thing on my screen? What are you talking about, Troy? What are we talking about? What heart thing? Yeah. And before we move on, Greg, NASCAR Titan, good to see you. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe or like, subscribe, share. Goes a long way for us here at the Garage Guys. If you like the program, if you like what you see, if you've won some bets off of this show before, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Helps us out big time here at the Garage Guys family. And be sure to join the Garage Guys Discord, link below, and buy some merch. First merch drop of the year has happened. Hats, t-shirts, check them out over on thedailydownforce.com. It is the first link in the YouTube description for our brand new Garage Guys merch. So be sure to check all that out. And thank you guys for all being here. Still haven't heard from RotoDoc. So we're just going to move straight into the NASCAR stuff. Hopefully everything's all good with him. Hate that he couldn't make it on the show, but you've seen the IndyCar odds. If I can give one piece of info, I can't believe Romain Grosjean's 13 to 1. I think there's a great chance he qualifies on the podium, potentially gets to the pole position. I would bet that ASAP. All right, moving up. Truck Night in America is tonight. I think this is the first Dalescenter that I've done on the day of Truck Night in America. Probably since, Daytona we went Thursday. Yeah, I think this is the first one. This is a Thursday night program most of the time. Kurt, drop the details on the Hooters model contest. Once I do these truck odds, I'll talk about it. On the bottom of your screen, once again, courtesy of Barstool Sportsbook, the Long John Silver's 200. I think my favorite comment in the Discord over the past couple days, somebody said that they think Long John Silver's is a Ponzi scheme. I think that's what they said, because they've never seen anybody inside of a fucking Long John Silver's. And honestly, I'm not saying you're right, but there's a chance that you're not wrong. I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever been in a Long John Silver's. The only fish fast food restaurant I ever ate at any point in my life was Captain D's. I used to Captain D's when I was a kid. Kind of liked it. Kind of liked their fried fish, fish whatever it is. Their fucking battered fish. Thought it was kind of good. I don't think I've ever had Long John Silver's. Oh, you can tap. You can. I see that, Super NASCAR fan. You can tap the screen and send hearts and shit. That must be new. Must be a new feature here on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know about old Long John Silver's, but I appreciate them for being a supporter of Truck Night America in some capacity, which is tonight. Kyle Busch plus 125 to win. This is the best line I've seen out of any sports book. That is on Barstool. Kyle Busch plus 125. If you want to bet on them, you got to do it here on Barstool because everywhere else either has them at minus odds, even money, or like plus 105, plus 110. I haven't seen them anywhere else at this price. But I will show you guys my exclusive truck betting card at the end of the show. Kyle Busch is not going to be on there yet. Any new additions I add after practice and qualifying, which we probably won't see. It's going to be raining all day in Martinsville. I don't think we'll get practice and qualifying for Xfinity or trucks. Any new additions will be exclusively dropped in the Discord. Any new additions will be exclusively dropped in the Discord, and that will include a yes or no on if I'm going to bet on Kyle Busch. I really don't know yet. Honestly, I really don't know. But I think you got to bet Ross Chastain at 9-1. I know in the Discord somebody pointed out that he was 10-1 on PointsBet. I don't think that exists anymore. Ross Chastain, I'm so sick of everybody saying that the Nice trucks are buckets of shit. They really aren't. They could be inconsistent. But Carson Hocevar in a Nice truck won Texas. And look, if Zane Smith and if Zane Smith and Nick Sanchez don't crash, Hocevar probably finishes third. Still, drove his way through the field after having issues early. These trucks have speed. Texas was hard to pass, and Carson Hocevar could pass. Ross Chastain arguably had a top three. Well, I wouldn't even say arguably. Him and Kyle Busch were the class of the field at COTA. Ross Chastain drove from like 25th to like 4th on the final run of that race. Don't tell me these Nice trucks don't have speed. And if you want to go even further, Martinsville is a driver's racetrack. You don't even need raw speed to win at Martinsville. You need precision, you need veteran experience, and you need a hell of a wheelman. And that's what Ross Chastain is. So to see him sitting here at 9-1, a NASCAR Cup Series regular, 9-1 at Martinsville. He's led laps here. He's finished in the top 5 here in a Nice truck. Back when he was full-time in 2019. The guy is going to be good. He's going to be tough to beat. He's only going for the win. Strategy is going to be aggressive because he doesn't have to worry about points. Ross Chastain is going to be a factor tonight. And if you don't think so, you're crazy. 9-1 is a steal, in my opinion. You'll see more on Ross Chastain later in the show. There's a lot of guys in trucks that I have my eye on. There's a lot of guys on my radar. Grant Enfinger, 12-1. He won at IRP last year. This is an old man racetrack. Martinsville, especially in the trucks. This is the Johnny Salter. This is the Matt Crafton. This is the Grant Enfinger type of racetrack. Keep an eye on Grant. I haven't seen anything better than 12-1. I don't really anticipate it moving. Guy has a great resume here, dating back to like 2018. Watch out for Grant Enfinger, 12-1, not bad. Ben Rhodes at that same price. Christian Eckes, Corey Heim, Nick Sanchez, 22-1. I saw Greg Mathern talking about him in the Discord. As soon as I looked at odds, he caught my eye. This is basically Kyle Busch Motorsports Equipment. It's an affiliate of Kyle Busch. At Rev Racing is what his team is called. Clearly they have funding, good funding, with Gainbridge as a sponsor, Kyle Busch Equipment and Speed. This kid's been super fast this year. He's got experience at Martinsville in a more difficult race car. Finished 7th in the number 48 Big Machine Racing Chevrolet here last year. Definitely caught a lot of people's eyes. Nick Sanchez, he's 22-1 over here on Barstool. You can still get 25-1 on a couple books. I'll have to go back and check which ones you can get him at, but he has been chopped down a little bit. I know last time I looked at Bovada earlier this morning, he was still 25-1. That's an option. If you guys know alternatives, if you guys know more alternatives to get that 25-1 price on our guy Nick Sanchez, let us know. Type it in the chat. Help everybody out. But probably not going to be qualifying today. Probably not going to be qualifying. Looks like the radar clears up later tonight. I think we could get a late night truck night in America race. We shall see. Everything's kind of 50-40% on the rain, so it's a toss-up if we get any track activity in on this Friday night. Moving down the list. Look, this guy has been dead to me so many times, but I just talked about it. It's old guy weekend in Martinsville. Watch out for Matt Crafton. Watch out for Matt Crafton. I'm not saying that I am going to hammer Matt Crafton to win this race. Guy has a good resume here, and this is a track that throughout all of his struggles over the past few years, not winning races, not being as competitive, this is a track that's been a constant for Matt Crafton when it comes to being a competitive race car driver in the series. He's got a new crew chief in 2023, had some good runs to start the year off on different racetracks. ThorSport clearly has been better collectively. Full organization this year seems like they've been a lot better. All of their drivers have gotten top 5s and top 10s, including Haley Deegan at Texas. So you got to keep an eye on Matt Crafton, I think. Old guy racetrack. I think you might see something on Matt Crafton later in the show, which is a rare thing. I'll be honest. Very, very rare. Moving down this list, there's some other decent names. I got my eye on Taylor Gray. That's the last guy I'm going to talk about on this odds list. Barstool Sportsbook 40-1. You can get 50-1 over on FanDuel for Taylor Gray. Raced here in, I believe, fall of 2021. Finished 8th. I think this kid... Uh-oh. Don't fall on me. Shit. No, you don't. Stop it. Stop it. That's not what we want. Okay, we're good. Taylor Gray is a very good short track racer. Very accomplished in limited time in the Cars late model series. He won a race when he was like 14. How fucking crazy is that? This kid won a Cars late model series race when he was like 14 or 15 years old. I'll need someone to fact check me on that. But he was a fucking child. He's won a lot of ARCA races in the ARCA West series, ARCA Menards series. This kid can drive, and he went to Richmond last year, ran top 5, top 10 all day, had a chance to win at IRP last year, and got dumped by John Hunter Nemechek with 2 laps to go. Watch out for Taylor Gray. 40-1, 45-1, 50-1. Be careful. Taylor Gray, good short track racer. I think they're going to be aggressive on strategy if they get the chance. Just keep an eye out on the kid, Taylor Gray. And be sure they're brothers, Tanner and Taylor Gray. I'm watching Taylor Gray. And you'll see the odds discrepancies between the two. All right. Moving on. Let's get to the Xfinity Series, which Xfinity has been absolute pain this year. We all know this. Okay, I promised somebody I would talk about the pageant. So I was a judge at Miss Hooters Regional in Alabama, the road to Vegas. Top 5 girls advance to the next round, which I'm not sure how the next round works, but I was invited to be a judge. So, of course, I took the opportunity to be a judge with 3 other people. And nothing crazy. There was a fight that almost happened behind us. Some guy, as you could imagine, there was a guy that was really fucking drunk and almost got his ass kicked. But great security, broke it up. But it was fun. It was a cool experience. Honestly, kind of stressful. I didn't realize how hard it would be to judge a contest like that, to judge a Miss Hooters pageant. So it was fun, difficult, but we had a great time. Nothing crazy about it. I got back home at like 4 a.m. and woke up sick as shit. Not from Hooters, but I think just from like dehydration, lack of sleep, and it kind of pushed Dalescenter back. But that was a cool experience, and hopefully I'll get to be at Miss Hooters International in Vegas at the Caesars Palace later this year. So that's going to be sick. I think I'll get to go, but not 100%. So there you go. Nothing crazy. Somebody almost got in a fight with someone else. But the highlights, nah. It was nothing crazy. That's all it is. Nothing crazy at the Hooters pageant. Moving on. NASCAR Xfinity Series, the dumbest, and I remember this name being a sponsor of races last year, like the call 811 before you dig, 250. Just a fucking mouthful, right? John Hunter Nemechek is the favorite, 4-1. Josh Berry, 4.5-1, who had the best long run car at Richmond, guys. Keep an eye on Josh Berry. I hate these prices. I hate everything about these prices. They're terrible. They're brutal, but about what I would expect for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I think our guy Justin Allgaier, a little bit overpriced at 5-1, 5.5-1. Sammy Smith, Chandler Smith, rookie prodigies. Do you bet on them for this race? Chandler Smith just continues to surprise me. I wouldn't be surprised anymore. This kid has been amazing in 2023. You usually don't see guys adjust this well this early from trucks to Xfinity because the race cars are so different. But Chandler Smith has been exceptional in this Colleague, number 16. I think he's a factor to win almost every race this year, except super speedways and road courses. Chandler Smith has been good everywhere. So keep an eye on Chandler Smith, 7-1. If there's another price that's better than 7-1, let me know. I think I saw 8-1 somewhere, maybe on FanDuel. Can't remember exactly where I saw it at, but Chandler Smith, good short track racer. Ran well here in the Truck Series. He won at a few short tracks in the Truck Series. Watch out. And he's coming off his win at Richmond. Yeah, we left that important part out. Sammy Smith, I feel the same way about. Sammy Smith won at Phoenix. So not a short track, but a track that displays some short track characteristics. So you got to keep an eye out on Sammy Smith. Cole Custer, 7.5-1 on Barstool. I think you can get 9-1 on DraftKings if you're feeling Cole Custer. I'm not feeling him. I think Brandon Jones is a decent opportunity if you can get 11-1 to 15-1. A guy that could have won both Martinsville races last year but got dumped by Ty Gibbs in the playoff race. That was a big yikes. Sam Mayer, Ryan Truex, both at 14-1. I love both of them as underdog plays. Mayer and Truex are both 18-1 on BetMGM. I got to check if that's still there, but those are bets that I've locked in, sent it to the Discord last night. Ryan Truex and Sam Mayer, 18-1 on BetMGM. I want someone to check that for me if you could. I have no idea if that line has moved for either of these guys. But I locked those in yesterday over on BetMGM. Yes, yes, yes. Ryan Truex is totally worth a shot. A guy that is knocking on the door of getting that win. Absolutely knocking on the door. He's getting so close. Last like 6 or 7 races here in the Xfinity Series have been won by either Junior Motorsports or Joe Gibbs Racing. Ryan Truex is in a Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota and has been so close to winning in his last 3 appearances. I think he's had top 3s in all of them. Guy's knocking on the door. You got to watch out for Ryan Truex. 18-1 is an awesome price. I would even say I'd probably bet it down to 14-1. I'd probably bet it down to 14-1, but check out BetMGM, see if you can get that before it gets hammered down. Moving down on here, you know what? I'm not going to be surprised if I bet on Brett Moffitt again. They are undervaluing the shit out of Brett Moffitt. Not on the to win as much. Like 200-1 to win is one thing, but over on DraftKings Sportsbook, he's 110-1 for a top 3 and 60-1 for a top 5. Keep an eye on Brett Moffitt. You never know. This race was a complete clusterfuck in the spring of 2022. If you get chaos, Brett Moffitt, a guy that all year, on average, has probably run right around the top 10, right around the top 15. In the majority of his appearances, I think Brett Moffitt could have a shot. But I don't know if I'm going to bet on him to win, but I do like the top 5, and I like the top 3. Joshua Pittman, what happened to Cole Custer can win 10 races this year? Well, I don't know what to tell you, Joshua. I guess we were wrong. I thought Cole Custer would be amazing. And, I mean, dude, it's early in the season. Who knows? It could start here. I don't know what Cole's future is to win the championship. Probably not a bad bet, though. Probably not a bad bet if the books are, if the books are beating off to John Hunter Nemechek and Chandler Smith. You might be able to get Cole Custer a decent value. I would say 10 races. Yep, that's probably off the table. But I wouldn't just go ahead and rule out Cole Custer to win the title. But yeah, That's mostly what I'm looking at Xfinity so far. You'll see one Xfinity play in top plays. The only 2 bets I've put money on so far, I sent them to the Discord. I'll tell you guys right now, one more time, Sam Mayer and Ryan Truex, 18-1 to win. Those are the only 2 Xfinity bets I have on the board. And thank you, Johnny. They have been moved down to 16-1 now. Could have sworn when I looked they were still 18-1, but that was late last night. So no surprises there. No surprises there. Now, let's get to the Cup Series. The NOCO, is that how it's pronounced? The NOCO 400 at Martinsville. Shout out to my dude, Chase Elliott is back. Chase Elliott is back. Uh-oh. You guys are getting the buffering wheel? That's not good. So is it like lagging? Is it like freezing up? You guys let me know. Tell me what's going on. There might be something I could do. Hold on 1 second. You guys let me know if it's lagging. I was wondering why the viewer count was like drastically dropping. That's probably why. Dale, your Wi-Fi turning into Dubai Jet dial-up this morning. Yeah. Great. I did stream for a while on iRacing earlier this morning. Why is it buffering? I don't know. I can't see that on my end. On my end, everything's good. Let me consolidate a few things here. Shit, man. All right, you guys just keep me updated. Let me know if it keeps giving you guys problems. Because I literally cannot see that on my end. Seems to have been fixed on my end. Okay. Well, that's good. All right, let's get to the big show. NASCAR Cup Series, Martinsville. We are at... 1 second. Lions courtesy of Barstool Sportsbook. Once again, over at Martinsville, get yourself a hot dog. It's going to be a super fun weekend. Always a good race to go to. As long as it's not freezing ass cold, this is a fun race to attend. I don't know what Sunday looks like temperature-wise, but I've always had a good time attending Martinsville. But it will also be an amazing race to watch on television from the comfort of your own home. Christopher Bell is the favorite. I'm very, very surprised by this. I get it. He won the playoff race here. But that was like a different kind of Christopher Bell, man. Like, that was a Christopher Bell that was backed up against the wall every single week and just found a way to win. I don't think Christopher Bell goes back-to-back. I think 7-1 is a pretty solid overprice for him. William Byron also 7-1. Denny Hamlin 7-1 on Barstool. I think you can get better. You can get like 8-1, 8.5-1 on some other books. Martin Truex, same deal. 8-1. Chase Elliott, with his return, opens at 8-1 via Barstool. I don't hate that. Narrative play. NASCAR narrative play. Chase Elliott might go out here and win. Who knows? Kyle Larson, 8.5-1. You look at Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano over at 12-1. All three guys that have had some sort of success at Martinsville over the years. Alex Bowman, I think, catches my eye at 22-1, a former winner here. Look, there's a reason why. There's a reason why I'm wearing the number 6, guys. I know it's Mark Martin, but it's Brad Keselowski in 2023. Watch out for Brad K. Money has already been laid on Brad K, and there might be a lot more getting put down on Big Daddy Brad K. If he wins, I will drink a Miller Lite. And I fucking hate Miller Lite, but I'll do it if Brad K gets it done. 25-1, pretty good price, I think. I think early in the week I saw 28-1 somewhere. Didn't pull the trigger, might be gone now. But I've got my eye on Brad Keselowski for more as we head into the weekend. Remember, practice and qualifying for Cup is tomorrow. No track time for the Cup Series today. Today is only Xfinity and trucks, which probably won't happen. But, did we lose Dale? Harvick at 50-1 worth a donation? I don't think so, man. This has been a bad Harvick track, dude. 5 of his last 6 races outside the top 10. Maybe it's 6 out of 7. I was looking at that stat last night, just looking at some data. I think 6 of Harvick's last 7 Martinsville races outside the top 10. This has been a tough track for Kevin Harvick over the latter half of his career. Ty Gibbs at 60-1 I think is interesting. I think I remember in the Discord that opened at like 75-1. Discord guys may have chopped that one down. Oh, no. What is going on? Did the live end for everyone? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Lost profit. I don't know. Everything's good on my end. I don't know. I see people talking about the internet. And I'm sorry. I don't understand what's going on. I have nothing else to fix unless I completely restart everything. Drop frames. What the fuck?